Wait, is the stopwatch restarted?
I got it, yeah.
Okay, 1. Hi. Say hi.
Hi.
Say hi. Say hi.
Wait.
Just kidding. There's a fourth person. Alright. Assistant?
I don't even know what's going on.
Look good? Ready?
Yep.
Alright. Imagine a beautiful summer, sunny, hot day. Packing a picnic, taking the kids, and going down to the river. Jumping in the crystal clear water, cool and crisp. Unfortunately, this is just a dream for us to live in Northeast Indiana because our rivers are polluted. Today we're going to be talking about the water in our rivers and how polluted it is. We're going to be talking about the sewer systems in Fort Wayne, and we're going to talk a little bit about prevention. Let's get started. Water, obviously the main component of a river. Covers 2/3 of the earth, makes up 98% of our body. Most importantly, 1 billion people on this planet go without fresh water every day. And unfortunately, here in Indiana, we could be joining those 1 billion people. 21 cities dump into the river before it even gets to Fort Wayne. And once it does get here, we have a thing called a combined sewer overflow. The city of Fort Wayne has defined combined sewer overflows as sewer systems where sanitary and sewage and stormwater use the same pipes. The problem with this is during heavy rain, the water combines. This is my example of a combined sewer overflow. There's different types and methods. This is the most simple. So what we have here on one side, imagine it's like a cross-section of 2 pipes, well, combined. On one side flows the sanitary waste. On the other side is stormwater. So here we have our stormwater, and here we have human waste. It works great until we have a heavy rain. When the rainwater side is flooded, it eventually will flow over into the sewage waste. This pipe goes to the river, and this pipe goes to the sanitary station. But when they're combined, we have human waste flowing into the river, and that is a serious, serious problem. On a rainy day in Fort Wayne, if you go down to the Maumee, you can see it. You can see human waste. You can see toilet paper, tampons, not to mention the trash that people dump in it. It is absolutely disgusting, and it's a hazard to our health, as well as nature. Fort Wayne has several serious problems with the water itself. It's contaminated with mercury and also with PCB, which is an industrial compound and an environmental pollutant. It has been linked to cancer in lab animals and health problems in humans, including birth defects, bone and joint deformity, liver, and skin cancer. And like I mentioned, mercury. In 1996, dangerous levels of toxic PCB have been found in fish taken from 3 out of 4 sites of the river were found with dangerous levels of PCB. There are also several hazards of having human feces in the river. Disease transmittal, hepatitis, AIDS, E. coli, all kinds of bacteria are flowing through that river. Our rivers are so bad that there's a sign that's next to the river that says, seek emergency help if you come in contact with the water. People are still fishing and still swimming in this river no matter what anybody says, and that is a serious health hazard. So when this happens, when this is called it's called a discharge, when the human waste flows into the river, The Environmental Protection Agency has allowed 5 per year, which first of all, that's disgusting. Even 5, that is absolutely disgusting. But in 2005, there were 147 discharges in the river network in northeast Indiana. Fort Wayne alone had one on average every 2.5 days. 2.5 days, human waste was being flowed into our rivers. Fort Wayne has 44 different combined sewer overflow pipes leading to the river. Another huge problem with all this is we are on the Great Lakes Basin watershed. That basically means is pour something into your lawn, it's eventually going to make its way into the water system and into the Great Lakes. That's a huge problem. The Maumee flows through Fort Wayne, or excuse me, it starts in Fort Wayne, combination of the rivers, flows straight into the Great Lakes. There are dead spots in the Great Lakes at this point. If you look at the river basin of, the river basin where the Maumee meets the lake, there are dead spots, huge areas of water where nothing can survive because it is so polluted. The Great Lakes are our greatest natural resource. They're the largest form of fresh water anywhere in the world. So it's important that we keep those clean, especially with 1 billion people not having fresh water every year. We also need to watch out for other people as well. As a larger city, the largest city it runs through before the Maumee runs through before it gets to the lake, 22 counties drink out of this water after it flows through Fort Wayne. That means, embarrassing as it is, our poop is getting into other people's drinking water as well. Between 1997 and 2001, Indiana had 276 community water systems with reported health hazard standard violations. That was 276. This is 32% of all the sewer systems in Indiana have health violations. That is disgusting. That is absolutely disgusting. Fort Wayne knows that we have a problem. 9 years ago, they decided to do something about it. It took them 7 years to come up with a plan. 7 years. And their plan takes 18 years to execute. 18 years to fix the sewers, and even once they do fix the sewers, they said that it will prevent about 90% of that waste going into the river. 90%. That still means that 100 million gallons are still going to be polluted. That's not a solution at all. Not only did it take them 7 years, it's going to take another, well, they finally came to a conclusion in 2008. So 18 years after 2008, it's 2025. That's too long. We need to do something about this now. There are things that we can do on our own. Write our congressmen and representatives, say something about it. Let them know that you know the truth, you know what's going on, and that you want change. There are also other small life-changing things that we can do. For example, don't flush anything down the toilet if it is not waste. That includes pills. You've always heard, oh, your prescription pills, just throw them down the toilet. No, that ends up in our rivers. Antibiotics are getting in our rivers. Birth control is affecting the fish and the drinking water. Feminine hygiene products, do not put them in the toilet because we don't want that in our river. I'm assuming. It's a group conclusion. Anyway, also lawn fertilizer is a huge problem. Because we're on the Great Lakes River Basin, that fertilizer, those chemicals, like I said, they're going to end up in our waterways and end up in the Great Lakes. That is also a huge problem. So today I hope everybody learned something. I hope you appreciate it, and I hope that I've persuaded you to do something about our rivers. Thank you.
You said